of the time, you will probably be first because of your initiative bonus alone, you know? So, if you want to look at it like meta mechanically like that, that would be your best option, is to stay in story speed and not combat speed.
So I'm going to basically run into the vault at my top speed. I'm going to try to basically try to push myself to enter that speed zen that I had reached that one time in the training, and grab 2 or just 1 hostage and pull them out before either anyone in that room kind of notices.
Okay. Hellion, are you gonna do any more distracting option? Like, are you gonna do anything more distracting?
Well, I'm
to possibly help him out in this moment, because I'll say this is probably a coin flip of fate, just because of the.
Do you say what you're about to do?
Yeah, I go on the cons. I'm like, I'm going to try to go in there and at least grab one of them at my top speed.
Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to be like, I'm going to go like, okay, for the last fucking time, and I'm going to pick up like a large sofa with one hand and just toss it and be like, where the fuck is the boss? And I'm just trying to make as much noise as possible that everyone's paying attention to me now.
Perfect. Do you have, I guess that would be more intimidation at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction do you throw the furniture? Because if you throw it directly to your left, you'd throw it out the window, which might give you an exit. Not necessarily a bad idea. Or you could throw it to your left, possibly causing a distraction, making those other 2 guards come towards you now instead of towards the hostages.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make an exit just yet.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you're going to throw it towards basically the tiller lines.
Okay, you said intimidation?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, so as you do this and you throw that, you see the 2 that you initially talked to turn around, they look at you and you're like, they're starting to look very angry, like, you're now getting a sense like, why didn't you go up? Like, you're now connecting all that. It's like, oh, they were pointing up like he's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so you see them start coming at you, both of them drawing their guns at you.
Whoa.
And then the others behind you are starting to look weary at you as they start readying, but they don't have them out there. Like, the ones with hand weapons are like grabbing their bats and like.
And I'm just like, hey, there's no need for that. You're gonna waste the bullets. Look, I just want to know where the boss is. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
And you see the one like.
What? Yeah, right there, I'll kind of cut it off. Let you do your thing.
I go on the con. I'm like, thanks, Lucy.
All right.
Just trying to rile him up a little bit.
So yeah, roll for the speeds then with your modifier of 1.
Okay, I got 16
plus 1,
so that's
17. Perfect. So I would say with the 17, you are easily able to grab them, remove them within that moment, and bring them back to where you were within that same span of time.
Okay, so they're still in the building, but they are clear to like kind of.
They can try and leave through that back way that Gotcha's kind of near.
I tell them like really quickly, like, stay low, stay quiet, go through there. You'll see Gotcha. She'll escort you guys out. Gotcha, you got 3 civilians coming your way.
Roger. And you see her teleport into the hallway there.
Rad.
Perfect. So that's 1. I would say you get a chance to start another action, but not necessarily finish it in this time frame. So you could start again to do another like quick pull.
I like kind of ready up, like take a runner stance to hit my top speed again.
Okay. With this, I would say make it at with no modifier, as you are now feeling a little woozy, almost fatigued.
Okay. 16. So
perfect. So you start and you grab this next person as you start to turn and leave again. You haven't quite left yet, and we'll do another roll as a stealth to see if you can get past more threats. So now we go back to the 6th floor. You hear the clinking of a door open, and then you hear one step, and then nothing else.
Is it on this floor?
Make a awareness check at disadvantage because you're not currently like sprawled out open.
Slutty 20.
It doesn't appear to be on your floor. You still can't tell from your location if where it is, but it doesn't seem to appear to be on your floor. You feel like you'd be hearing more footsteps if they stepped out on yours.
I think I'm gonna go back to the office downstairs and try to look at the door with the keypad.
Make another stealth check.
So that would be with my spider.
Yes. Which is either a flat 0 or I think you might have a couple, like a 1 or a 2.
I think I added a stealth. It's an 8, so...
Oh, an 8, nice.
12.
Cool. Yeah, so with the 12, you head on down and you get to the bottom of the stairwell, and as you start to enter the stairs, you see the shadow of somebody walk into that room.
Can he try to get in there before the door closes?
Well, you see him go into that first utility room door and not necessarily into that padlock door. So you'd have to kind of sneak behind him again and kind of see what's going on first before you can decide if you can run in or not. If he does open a door, you would have time to chase in after.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Perfect. So make a stealth check again to see how well you can stay hidden as you come around this corner and you peer into that room.
10.
10. You get to the corner there, and your robot slips a little bit as there's some weird slime, drool. You're not sure. It's some kind of weird liquid that you didn't quite see. As your robot slips, and you audibly hear the clinking of your robot, like kind of skittering across as it goes to the other side of the door, and you hear a huff and a as it looks around but doesn't see anything, as you hear the digits of the pin being entered.
Do I see the digits, or am I out of range to see it?
Make a... No, you're actually not you're not necessarily in range to see it because of how big this creature is. You, based on your understanding, this guy is probably about 8 to maybe 8.5 feet tall.
Okay.
And it's very wide, also with a shell, like a turtle.
I'll go on the comms and say there's something on the 5th floor we should investigate. Do you guys need help with the hostages?
As far as I'm aware, not at this moment.
Okay. And then I'll get Luke to a safe location, and then I will leave my trance, so he's on his own, so that I can eventually go into the building.
Okay, sounds great. So yeah, you exit your trance after you find this safe spot, and you make your way towards... I'm guessing you'd probably go through the back door? Or
Yeah.
would you... Okay. At this point, it feels like you could even go through the front door at this point, since they're so focused on Hellion.
Well, I'll go to where I know Highspeed is.
Perfect, yeah. So you would probably sneakily go through the front door. I won't even make you roll, because they're very focused on Hellion right now. He's doing some very strange stuff. And so now, Hellion, as these little turtles are walking at you with guns and weapons, do you do anything else?
What else to do? I guess the ones that are coming at me with the guns, gonna be like, hey, and I kneel down in front of him, and it's like, hey, calm down. It's not like I came in here to, beat your asses and stop you from robbing the place, right? And before they can react or anything, I want to reach out with both my hands and grab each one in my hand and then just conk their heads together.
Perfect. Since you've got that feat, roll 2 strength checks.
Mm-hmm. So that's the first one's a 22, and the next one's a 19.
Yeah, you grab them both, and you just clonk them together, and you see as you you see that one of them gets all like head is just completely like sideways, and his neck is just like fold over, and he's like seeing stars practically, and the other's just like as it wants to like begin to like almost hit you with the gun.
Right. And as I'm still holding to, if it's possible, and the other ones are starting before the other ones react behind me, I want to turn around and punch them with the shells of their own fellow turtles.
I'm halfway expecting.
Since this
their
is a
boss to be
surprise
on my
round,
side.
I would say yes. I'll allow you to make two attacks with a improv weapon. Do you have that as a skill, improv fighting? Or
It should
improv
be.
weapon?
It should be. If it's not, it makes the most sense.
I have ultimate effort. That's like spend an effort point to get an effective 20 on a specific check. Could that work? I mean, it wouldn't be like an improv where I'd get like a bonus using a weapon I haven't used before.
Right.
But it would be that like I would be like I have to make this work.
It's not necessarily a check. It's more of you're now making a full-on attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just allowing you to make it unhindered at this point because it's more of a surprise.
Right.
So I'd say no. Just roll your attacks at advantage.
Okay.
Because they don't see this coming at all.
Okay. That would just be that'd be pure strength, right? Or would it be under athletics?
It would be. It's just your fighting.
Fighting.
It's your
Yes,
fighting for
you're
the
right.
attack, and then they have to make a parry against
Okay,
it.
so that was an 18 on that advantage, and then for the second tortoise, 17. That was a 22 on advantage.
All right. So as you hit these two turtles with the shells, you see that there's some kind of weird property or something to their shells as it shoots both of the other turtles you hit through the glass into the cars on the street. As they're just blown out of the fight, and you see as you actually see the comical stars going over their head.
I see this, and I go, yeah, I'm keeping you. I stand up to my full height in front of the other ones, and I just give them an evil glare before the fighting starts.
Perfect. So before we roll initiative at this point, we've got Highspeed with one more moment to take the person back.
Do I hear this commotion real quick while I ready?
You have the person, and you're turning to leave, and you see all this, like you start to see all this happen, and you're like, fuck. And as he picks them up and pushes the other two through the building, you see that as your perfect chance to just book it, and you go all the way out, and you actually take this person to the commissioner, and you look at him, and you have a moment to say something to him.
I go, there's one left inside. Wish me luck. And I run back inside.
Perfect. Now,
I don't ready up for combat. I'm trying to avoid it by getting this last person out.
Unfortunately, we are in combat.
Fuck!
So as you enter in the building
Damn it.
again, and you are met by the masquerade who runs in next to you, and you guys are near the front, I will make the battlefield, and you guys can kind of see what's happening at this point.
Also, I rolled my
So
initiative.
everyone roll initiative, please.
I rolled my initiative. I got an 18 plus an 11, so obviously I'm first.
Okay.
Per usual, unfortunately.
So,
See, the worst thing about being the fastest man alive is you always get everywhere first.
So we've got
Or sorry, second fastest man alive.
you two
Forgot where I'm
guys like
going.
over here, and you're kind of near the edge, like closer to the edge of the building.
Right.
Let's see. I said there was 5 over there, and then you knocked 2 of them out. You've got 2 you're still grappling, but they're not knocked out. So we'll say we've got 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. 2 are out of screen. You've got 2 hand in hand, and then
Those are more weapons.
well, they are now. And then you guys see as we go into the corner over here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 1 hostage. And then your tokens, I think everyone's out there except for me, right?
I think so, yeah.
Where did I go?
The eye.
I know, where did I go?
Where did
I
I go?
lost it right on my thing again. So I'm somewhere more over here. Like, you guys are here-ish. And then, so I'm off in the distance. And each tile is roughly 5 to 10-ish feet.
Okay.
So,
Fuck, that's not a lot of movement.
it's a big-ass building.
That's fair.
Okay. So, who rolled what?
18 and 11, so.
So, really
Big.
high up there.
Oh, yeah.
What was that, 29?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, wait, we rolled with advantage?
Oh, you had your initiative, I thought.
Now for initiative.
Right. Okay. Good. Just making sure.
No, his bonus is 11.
Mm-hmm.
So high speed first. Then one more number. Who's next?
I rolled a 6.
Dang, you are not.
I'm doing good, and then I do really bad.
I was gonna say he already did what he needs to.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I'll do something really good, and then I'll roll really bad afterwards.
Masquerade
11.
11. They're officially called Kappas.
Kappas?
Kappas.
I'm halfway expecting a random plumber to come in at any point.
I was thinking that there was going to be a giant rat that was telling them what to do.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what is with this shitty knock?
But now with the exploding shells, yeah, I think a plumber's involved somewhere.
It's you guys. You're the plumbers.
Their boss just has spikes on his back.
Mamma mia.
Can Hellion's next words are "Mama fucking mia."
Here I go again.
Wait, no, the only one of us who is dressed in red should be saying that.
He is red.
I
You
am
are red,
My
but he's dressed in red.
I'm sorry.
You got a little red on
you.
you.
11.
11.
Just the stripes.
Middle of the pack. All right, so we're at the top of the line with Highspeed.
Woohoo!
All right, Highspeed, what you doing?
Well, first thing I do is take out my batons because I see no other point in keeping them. Which is a free move. I love that about myself.
Also quick.
I decide to run as fast as I can towards the ones who are near the hostage because I still want to get them out. Try to get them out as quick as possible.
So you go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'd say that's about. What is it? Because that was 8, so if they're 10 feet, that's 80. So that's about right.
Yeah. And then because I know I'm starting to get worn out, I just take my baton and I do what I did to Gullion. I charge it and I just chuck it.
You chuck it at
This guy right here.
okay. Awesome.
I use my football player strength.
Yep,
chuck
make
it.
a attack roll.
I also get a +1 on ranged attacks. Do I use strength or what do I do?
You fighting.
Fighting?
You're trying to see if you hit.
2 and 3, so that is 17.
17?
Yep.
Perfect. So you see as you throw it, the Kappa looks at you like, ah, and he ducks just in time as it goes right over his head.
Son of a bitch.
So that's movement, that's attack. All right. Next is the Kappas.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
It's the Quackers.
Surprisingly quick. So we'll start with this one's gonna grab the hostage and take them and duck them off into the ether. You don't see them anymore.
Oh, yeah. Another room.
Then you see as this one goes, let's see, 10, 20, 30, starts making his way towards you. The other two start making their way towards you. And then, all right, Hellion, you're going to have to dodge a couple of strikes as two of them come to your side and attempt to attack you with a spiked baseball bat.
Okay.
So you have to take 2 dodge, or sorry, 2 parries.
Can I use my endurance? Did I get any power points back after the long rest?
Oh, you mean like the hero points?
Yeah.
For efforts and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets 1 freebie for every session.
Okay. I'll hold on to that then. Okay, then yeah, I'll attempt to do the dodge. 2 dodges.
Sorry, parry.
Parry.
Yes, because they're hand to hand.
First one's a 19. Second one is a 14.
Perfect. So you see as the first one comes and he backs up the swing and you kind of just like kick him away real quick. So he does it, he's like, "Ugh!"
Yeah, I think my tail just whacks him
Exactly.
across the face.
The other one gets a little closer before he's like, ah, and you realize that the bat was too heavy for him. So he swings and hits right before your foot. He's like, I'm gonna heal, as he misses you. The other two attempt to break your grip.
Wait, they're still conscious.
I should do strength, right?
Yes.
They're still conscious and you're using those fists. Holy shit.
A 19 and a 15.
So the one kind is pretty slimy, so he's just like, yeah. As you lose your grip and you kind of drop him, but the other one you hold on to like, not today. And
Wouldn't
you
the-
still have the one.
Wouldn't the other one suffer some kind of damage? He is 8 feet tall. These are 3 feet.
Yeah, does he land on his shell and the ground explodes?
No, he just lands on his butt. He's like, but as he kind of almost like passes out. He's currently incapacitated.
Okay.
No, he wasn't doing well. He's just there. The other one's still fighting. He's like, as he's like very weak. So he's like, just like slapping his hands. And kind of, you hear like a weird like slap. Slap. Slap.
It's
It's
oddly.
his arm.
It sounds oddly wet. Just
Yeah, it's moist.
kind of slimy.
Well, are they turtles or tortoises?
Yes.
Because if they're turtles,
Yes.
then they have flipper arms. Because tortoises.
They're human. They're humanoids, so they still have fingers.
Okay.
No matter what, but they're in between a turtle and a tortoise.
Okay. They're just an average kind of reptile hybrid that happens to have shells.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they're a reptile hybrid that has shells.
Okay. All right then. I guess that's
So
it.
and then you do need to make a dodge, as the other one's gonna take a shot at you because you're so tall.
Okay.
Motherfucking tall piece of shit.
That's a 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So he takes 3 shots on you like.
And my head just goes damp, bap, bap.
You don't even have to, as you see as they go, and then one barely just skims to the top of your head, taking a hair. What little hair there would be.
With my free hand, I take off my sunglasses and I look up at it and then I just look at him and I grin.
That was my favorite hair. My only hair.
All right, and then I think that is all of their turn.
Yes.
Then we go to Masquerade.
So with the new illusion or the new hologram things that I made, can I use multiple at once?
I would say to begin with, you wouldn't necessarily know how to concentrate on both, so I'd say you could definitely do one though. You could do one very well, or you could do two that are simple. If you're gathering what I'm saying.
I'll do two, and I will put one here, and then one here, and they'll just be copies of Hellion. So they'll like rise in smoke so that it looks like you teleported there, and then they sound like him too.
Okay. Roll a magic, which would be a +5.
And then do I add my rank for the power?
If you've got that as a power, yeah. What's the rank on that?
+1. So then that would be 19.
19. Yeah. So roll another one to see how well the other one looks as well. And which one would you focus on first?
The one next to Hellion.
Okay.
So a doppelganger just pops up next to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
22, 23.
Perfect. So your 23 goes to the one next to Hellion. As it appears, and it looks exactly like Hellion, and it comes out and it laughs, and it's like oh, it's you, and it goes to high five Hellion, and it's just frozen in time now.
Yeah, no, I'm just glaring at it like, what the fuck? Because I can't smell this other demon.
Right,
It looks
you-
exactly like
You
me.
just see it, and you're like, oh.
What
And
the?
then on the other one, you see as it's another exact look, but this time it just comes out as it does the classic Hellion laugh.
I'm like, okay, that one might be real.
I mean, mine's better, but
So I'm trying to draw their attention to them so that they attack the illusions.
yeah. Perfect.
And then I will move up. What's my movement?
You've got 30
30.
So
as a normal
3.
person. Perfect. So, alright. That's great. So then we've got Hellion. It's your turn. You're surrounded, but now you've got another Hellion nearby.
And just like, okay, and without even looking, the one that slipped free from my hand, I'm going to kick him at the one with the gun. Just
Yeah.
he's laying right in front of me. I'm just gonna kick him right at that.
Yeah, he's right at your feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, make a.
Fight or strength? Which one?
We'll start with the fight to see if you can kick him accurately enough.
Oh yeah, that's 18. That's 23.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, he's prone too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then strength, how hard I kick him?
No, that was just done by that. Now we're doing a. I'll do a dodge for the one who's going against, and he got one, so it's a critical fail. So yeah, as you kick this one, as soon as you kick, you go as it shooms, flies across, and you see as a green stream of light follows behind it as it hits the next one, and you hear the clunk as they both go and they fly off, disappearing through the floor.
And then if I have, do I have any more actions I can do, or?
So you've got that.
Yeah, they're gone. They just bam. They both go flying out of the broken window.
They kind of disappear.
Yeah, no, they
shatter
hit
to-
and they go.
Oh, they
kinda go-
dissipate.
they disappear through the floor.
They turn into coin. There's like two
Yeah,
like shiny ass
Exactly.
silver coins
There's
on the
two
ground.
coins that look exactly like the guy's face, which is I have a description now. Which, give me a minute. I'm looking at something else. So yeah, he's got a birthmark over his face in the shape, like above his eyebrow.
Like it's like it covers one of his eyes, and it's just in the shape of a spade. He's more darker tone, so it's like a lighter patch
Yeah.
of skin.
So you see coins with his face.
Do
on
I
it.
recognize this face?
Yes, this is the face. This is the same face on the floor. This is just a better description of it.
Oh,
This is Spade.
Yeah.
This is Spade.
Okay. I look at that and I go, guy's robbing his own bank! And I'm gonna just punch the last remaining turtle with the one I'm holding.
Yeah, you're gonna punch the other one beside you.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's gone, right?
No, I already removed the two there.
Yeah, the one that I kicked out.
Oh.
Oh. 14?
14.
Is that-
So you go to swing at the other one, but he sees that you do that. Because he's focused on you after you kick his one friend into oblivion. He's like, and he
just pulls himself into the shell, yeah.
He combat rolls out underneath your legs, and he pops out on the other side of you,
So
next
that-
to his friend, and they just look at each other like,
So I take it this is the one I'm holding onto still?
And
Does he slam into the ground?
unconscious. Yes.
He slams-
He's in the ground, he's unconscious, and as you slam him into the ground,
Poof.
he and disappears through the ground, leaving a coin in your hand.
I'm just holding on to it right now. Oh, there's the Linton.
Here's the boy. You had to come in and ruin everything now. All
Sorry,
right.
they're getting into the thick of it. I better get in there and.
Right. Let me ruin everything.
Okay.
The recording cat has come to.
I guess that's my turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We now go to.
So-
Gotcha.
Are these turtle things? Are these turtle things possibly familiar to me, or is this something I've never seen before?
Once again, they're more of something you heard in rumor you never saw.
So okay, so
Until now.
okay,
Now
so
you know that they're real.
okay. And
And
what
that
was the rumor?
the weird crackhead in the back alley was right.
Uh-huh.
There are turtle people.
That
The one who I took my clothes back from.
Yes, that same guy.
turtle people stole my pants, and that superhero stealing my new super pants. It's not fair.
Not fair, yeah. All right, so you see as Gotcha makes it to that corner. It was like there or something, and you see she's like, okay, everything seems to be getting okay, and she disappears, and she teleports right into the thicket, and she's about here now, right in front of the Hellion. And you see her, and she's like, all right, this is.
A giant cat suddenly just appears in the bank. Come here.
There they are. Okay. So it was like once there. That's this one's over there with the person. Okay. So yeah. So you see as Gotcha it teleports in right in front of the Hellion clone, and you see her put her arms out and like, alright guys, if you want to fight we can, but this isn't gonna end well for you. And she attempts to intimidate them. As you see, as one of them, oh, actually, there's a third guy.
Is he a
As-
blue shell?
Oh shit!
As you see that one of them looks at Gotcha, looks at the Hellion, and is like, and turns around and runs away. And starts making it.
But he can't run backwards. He can only go forward because he's a green shell.
No, he can go backwards.
This one's red. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
This one has no color. It's gray. It's brown. It's green and gray.
Oh shit!
Normal turtle shit color. But that one begins to run away as the other two look at it and say, so he's ready to continue their fight. We go back to the top of the order at that point.
Woo! Me.
Highspeed shows now it's done.
All right,
Possibly not done.
I only have one baton at this point because I threw the other one and I missed completely. I see the three surrounding the Hellion clone and Gotcha. I'm like, or two of them. Now the other one's running away. Hey, you guys got that over there? Hellion 2 and Gotcha.
Hellion 2 doesn't turn around, but you just hear it laugh again. And Gotcha's like,
Sorry, cat. Just kidding.
Hey guys, is like, yeah, we got this.
All right, I'm gonna go get that other one. I run, so I'm assuming I have to run up and to the side.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you'd run about over here. Make a quick athletic check to jump over like the tabletop where you would talk to a person.
That's agility, right?
Athletic. I think there's an athletic one. Oh no, that's a different one. Yes.
Oh wait, acrobatics. So I add
Athletics
5.
underneath it. You'd add a total of 3 for your. Yeah. Right. 5.
Oh, okay. So
Right, for
that's
your athletics.
so 17 plus 5. That's 22. Slutty 22.
Awesome. Yeah, you've done it multiple times already, so it's pretty simple for you. But you run over and you just quickly jump over. You take a look and you see us there walking out, trying to walk. You think that he was trying to walk him out of the building. Didn't realize there's not another exit. As he's just like walking around in a circle with the person at gunpoint, and you see as he's just walking around this vault as there's no exit, just holding the person at gunpoint as they're just like as the person runs away and he's like and waving the gun.
So the other guy ran away from him.
No, they're in the room, but there's nowhere to go, so they're literally just running in a circle continually.
Oh.
As he's trying to like threaten her, but she's continually just screaming, running away.
I yell like, "Hey, ma'am, run this way."
Make a presence check.
19.
She looks over you and she screams and just keeps running. And she's terrified of stopping and being shot.
Oh. I run in. I'm assuming I can. I have movement left, right?
How many spots do you remember moving?
I only ran like
4?
4, yeah.
You get 4 more.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm in the doorway. I'm like, "Hey, I won't ask you again," and I pull out my gun.
Well, yeah, because you see that she's like running this way and the turtle's like way over here.
I pull out my gun.
And she is much quicker in high heels than a turtle waddling around.
Surprising. I pull out my gun. I aim it to the turtle. I'm like, "Hey, I will not hesitate to put this taser into that shell. I don't know what you are. Stop."
So you pull out the pew pew.
I pull out El Pew Pew.
And you, alright, so yeah, you can take a shot.
And one of my best attacks is a gun. 20!
Nice.
Oh, crit. Okay.
Second crit of the evening.
Gun.
Perfect. So
I
you pull your gun.
I cast Pew Pew.
So you take a shot, and you hit this, you hit the turtle as it turns around as it hurts you, talk about it, it's like, as it hits in between its face, then its like eyes, and you see it go, as it gets electrocuted.
This thing's fucking awesome.
You see as it comes to an end, it's like black smoke starts to fade from his like skull, and he's like, as he gets up again, but he's looking really fucked.
How are you still standing?
Just a spite god.
Despite you, sorry.
Exactly. All right, so then we go to the Kappas. Back into the fight. Let's see. We ended with Highspeed getting a good shot at the
Straight
Turtle Man.
The Kappa.
The Kappa, which actually I'll have you roll something later when it's your turn again.
Shooting
but it's the Kappa's
Kappas.
turn, and they're going to. We'll start with Hellion this time. So the two that are next to you are both. One's got a gun, and he's gonna take a couple of steps back,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to take a shot at you.
Is he confused because of the illusion?
The illusion, aside from
Yes.
kind of laughing, hasn't really done anything. Yeah, it's still
He's
open
supposed to
inside.
be moving.
Well, he rolled a natural 1 on deciding which one to shoot at, so he doesn't shoot at the real Hellion. So he's. So you see the one take a shot, and he's like, as he shoots the hologram, as the bullets just go through it, and it like flickers. As it's still just like waiting for the high five, just looking at Hellion with a stupid face, giving Hellion a stupid Hellion face, and you're like,
I look at the Hellion that's me, and then I look back at the troll guy, and I go, him? Really? I'm insulted you thought that was me.
and then the other, you need to make a parry roll as he swings his spiked bat at you.
That's a 15.
Ooh, you rolled a 19.
Yeah, I'm just so insulted that this one that I'm not even really paying attention to the other one.
As he hits you in the shin, roll your toughness to see how much damage you take.
That's a 19.
Oh, yeah. So he hits you, and you feel it as it kind of bounces off, and you see as his arms like turn into jello as they wiggle away.
Some of the nails are now stuck in my shin, but
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly,
like
but
I'm
you're
just
like-
like picking them out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it feels like a spider bite.
Oh, thanks. I had forgotten about you. I say as I turn on him.
Perfect. And that's their turn. Then we've got the other three. The other three. So this guy runs and he goes as he starts rounding about for some reason.
He's terrified of the Hellion cloak.
He's so terrified of Hellion and Gotcha. The other two,
They are a scary combo.
this one comes up and is going to make a strike, as this one is going to go to this guy and swing it back. So, Hellion, make a dodge.
For the he's rolling on behalf of the clone.
You'll see.
That's a 10.
So the one running away, you see as it like runs, and it looks over his shoulder, and it's like losing its like direction of like straight, so it starts curving off. And then you see the one that swings at Gotcha swings, completely misses, and Gotcha just looks at him and is like, "How pathetic! You should come to the base, and we'll teach you how to really swing something." As she just demoralizes him,
He's insulted.
and he stays in the fight though.
Damn.
The other one takes a gun and tries to point blank shoot the clone or the little hologram, but it happens to just be lined up with Hellion. So the real Hellion made a dodge to see if he would sense it, right? Because you have like not danger sense, but you have a heightened sense.
Yeah, heightened senses, yeah.
So you sense that you're about to get shot for some reason, and you just look and you're like, huh? And you just like kind of duck over basically as the shot goes over you.
Mm-hmm. It hits the other. It goes through the other clone.
Yeah, he hit both clones, which is great, but not good for you.
Yeah.
Well, great for you because you didn't get hit.
And then the last one that's in with Gotcha, or not Gotcha, with Highspeed, he pulls up, or he looks over as he's still got like a taser around his head as it's still shocking him until it drops. And he looks at you and he's like, pulls out his gun and makes a shot at you, Highspeed. So make a dodge.
Shit. Fuck. 11.
11.
This is
Definitely
bullshit.
hits you.
This is bullshit.
You're gonna take 3 shots as it's a machine pistol.
Those don't exist. It's a
They
semi-automatic
sure do.
pistol.
No, not in this world, motherfucker.
Shit.
as it gets 3 rounds off in that one trigger. Now roll a toughness.
Bleeding out. I need to stop using this dice. It's cursed. Alright, I got 11. And then I had toughness?
Yeah.
3, so that's 14.
Perfect. So you will take 2 points of damage, as 2 of them hit more muscly parts of your body, but one hits close to your shoulder.
Son of a bitch!
That same shoulder.
My shoulder! Motherfucker!
As the DM is gonna steal some pizza. Sorry, the GM.
My hat.
Fuck you, Wizard of the Coast.
I still say you should be the MM.
MM sounds better.
I
just
am
don't-
the MM.
The ultimate MM. The double M. There's a
Double entendre.
there's a superhero somewhere in Starlink whose name is MM, whose only power is just making decisions.
Honestly, I need that.
You just a bean pusher. Alright.
Wait, a what?
A bean pusher.
You know, the pusher of beans.
Yeah, instead of a bean counter. They just push the beans aside. They figure, why the fuck would I count them?
That's great.
Just make more beans. Alright, so that's all the Kappas. Now we go to the Masquerade.
Can I attack with my illusion still up? Is it
Okay.
like concentration with D&D? Okay.
No, you just need to make, I'll say with this, it's like a reaction to make sure that, like, you basically just make sure that there's no, is it running off magic or power?
Both?
So is the illusion affected by the electricity in the device? Or is it the magic?
Both. That's
Both.
how all of his stuff works.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to see if
So
it's
it's-
edgier one way or not.
It's like, it's a hologram that's like spiraling around, creating light that looks like the person, but the light emitted is from magic.
Right, so you would be like doing a feint attack if you were to use the things themselves. But you don't, sorry, long story short, no. You don't need to do any concentration type stuff. You just need to, you lose one reaction essentially.
Okay, so I'm going to throw fragmentation grenade. Do I want to? Oh, I don't want to hit gotcha, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, and try to throw it in the center.
Oh yeah,
Of
throw
these
it
guys.
towards Hellion.
Where is he? Oh, he's over here.
That's me.
This guy's in front of him. It's okay.
Yeah, just throw it like farther back.
Yeah,
here.
no, just throw it in between the 2 3 feet people, and then just have the 8-foot person behind it. Yeah, that's.
It'll work out. I'm sure.
Sure. All right.
Hallion's strong.
So yeah, throw or roll. I mean, when you're fighting.
Can I use a hero point to fix it?
How bad was it?
It was a 3 plus 3.
I mean, you can.
Okay. I have too much anyway.
Yeah, you haven't used any of them.
So I would have added 1 from last game, so I would have had 4 for the effort points.
Right.
So then I have 3 again. Does it just make it? What the fuck? Does it just make it a natural 20, or does it?
Do you have ultimate effort?
No. No.
Then no. It does. You
Okay. Well, then
That
it's
is technically the mechanical only way you could do it.
then it's still a 6 because I rolled a 3 again.
But I've been playing it with it being an automatic 20, so I'm gonna roll with it still being an automatic 20.
It's kind of was like, I don't even have that, and we've basically made that like an
Yeah,
outspoken
so we're
rule.
gonna keep it that way. So yeah, you can make it still a 20.
Okay.
So yeah, it lands exactly where you want. You're gonna have to roll a dodge.
Dodge!
Okay.
Special guest
And
Piccolo.
then what's the radius on the grenade, does it say? That's the one thing I will.
I just got what you said.
It just says a common military grenade that
Let's
sprays
place
shrapnel in
jokes
all
with that.
directions.
Remake it.
Well, that's fine. Doesn't say how big in that circle.
I
Okay.
don't see it.
So yeah, I would say if you threw it right in the middle with a 10 foot radius, it would have hit them both without needing to worry about anybody else. Perfect. So the one you see actually jumps onto the grenade as it takes the whole grenade shot and just disappears immediately. And the other is saved by this noble act of a turtle.
We're going, what the hell? And in their language, they're like,
Right down
and we're just like, Metal Gear Solid since the father plays in the background.
I'm gonna have to edit that in now. Shit.
Or something like it.
A bad recorder version of it.
Oh God, just get the bad recorder of Titanic at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then poof, into a coin.
Can I have the clones move too, so that they not the clones, the illusions, so that they still look real?
Yes, they can move within their sphere. They can't necessarily move outward unless you gave them legs.
They have legs.
They have, yeah.
They look just like me. Are you saying I don't have legs?
The hologram itself, though.
Oh.
Oh, like
Oh,
the
if the
device
hologram device, has to move to make the
Has to be
hologram
able
look like
to
it
move.
moves. Okay.
So,
he gave it a walking animation. So when
Okay.
the disc moves.
I'm
So I would
assuming my
say-
magnetism
I
is
would
an
say for
action.
your magnetism would work for it.
Okay.
I would say you, at this point, since it's like a Mach 1 option,
Mhm.
you didn't think about it needing to move. You just were like, oh yeah, I can make images now.
I could do this thing.
I'll just make them like turn around, do a 360.
Yeah, I would say you can make them.
You make this one
you
that's been
can
holding
make
for the
them-
high five.
Yeah.
Give himself high five.
I would say you can make them do threats if you wanted
Yeah.
to. Like you could have them make threats at the
I'll have this one get down and put his hands on his knees and just scream and say, "This guy
like
thinks."
right into his
Yeah.
face.
I'll have both of them do that.
Wait, do they operate off of his scores then?
Yes. Yeah, I would say they would operate like a mimic would, so it would be off of his numbers.
Mhm.
So what's your persuasion modifier?
Persuasion.
We'll do it on your basics. We'll do it
that-
on the basic stats.
The skill roll is a 3. So,
Okay, so a +3 to whatever your roll is. So roll twice for each one.
8
For this one.
and 3.
And 3. So we have a 6 and a 11. They're gonna have to basically do a will against it. So the one that's next to the real Hellion, you see as it exactly gets down, puts his hands on his knees, looks at the turtle in the face, and just screams in his face. As you see the turtle kind of recoil his head into the shell, run around in a circle, and then attempt to run away. As it's gonna just aimlessly walk that way
It hits a
on
wall.
its next turn.
Hellion. I feel like Hellion being insulted.
The other
by-
one tries to do
I
it.
just don't know what's going on.
Just see this.
The other one tries to do it, but instead of screaming, it just laughs in its face. As for some reason, this one can only laugh.
I guess I still need to work on these. And I'll move 3 feet. No, I already moved, didn't I, to do that? Yeah, that's it.
Awesome then. So then we got Hellion.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at the one that's screaming, and I'm just like, and then I'm gonna kick the one that pulled it, the one that pulled into a shell.
You're gonna walk up to it and just kick it.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stomp on it. I feel the need to jump up.
I mean, use your leap.
There's something happening in his brain like, I should jump on that.
My life is like a
Video
video
game
game.
trying
No,
to
it's
be doing.
Oh.
No, it's
I'm just so confused by this one. Like I walk up and I'm just like,
So
What are you?
yes, as you walk up, you see this, and you're just so confused. And instead of leaping onto the turtle, you leap and destroy the illusion of yourself.
Hellion.
As you crush the hologram device.
I just made that.
You made that?
Yes.
You're the one whose ass I have to kick for that?
You don't have to kick it.
And then I go on the intercom and I go, yeah, Highspeed, Masquerade is fucking weird.
I've been trying to tell you. That's what I was getting at this morning. Before you threw me into a wall. By the way, fuck you for that still. My back kind of hurts.
I am surrounded by idiots and weirdos and morons.
Watch your language.
Alright. So then it's...
Watch your profanity.
That's the one moment that I'm just gonna steal real quick is watch your fucking language.
So you see, as Gotcha looks at the one in front of her, and you see as she pulls out her strength, like, we can do this the easy way, or I can knock you into the ground and we do this the hard way. As she makes a grapple attempt, and that didn't work.
That didn't.
So you see as she's aimlessly just like trying to get him, but he keeps like ducking and moving, and she's stop fucking moving, you bitch ass reptilian thing. Exactly, and the other
No, she goes to put the handcuffs on him. One hand goes into the shell, then the other hand goes in the shell, then his head goes into the shell, then his hand comes out of the head shell and punches her in the face. He runs away.
Pops her in the nose.
What the hell?
almost
He barely misses the punch.
exactly like trying to punch but misses.
It's like
Can't
Three
reach.
Stooges. Goes through the eyes. Just, woo.
I love these things.
And that's Gotcha's turn, trying to rally that one up. Back to the top with Highspeed.
Woo! I have bullet wounds in my arm. I'm bleeding right now. In my shoulder. I'm like, you motherfucker, that's my good shoulder. I take my arm with the other baton in it, and I run up to him, and I just crack him across the face with all my fucking strength.
Okay.
And as fast as I could.
Make a attack.
14, do I use strength?
Fighting.
Fighting, 16.
Perfect. You definitely hit him. And as you hit him, he starts to duck, but you still hit the top of his like chromed head. And it just ting in your he's like as he falls forward. And he's now incapacitated.
Part of me wants to just step on him as hard as I fucking can. So,
That's what I do.
I that's what I do.
Okay.
I just like fucking jump on him as fucking just trying to slam him into the ground for fucking my shoulder.
I have a need, and it is to hop. Wahoo!
That'll be on your next turn then. Then we've got the Kappas.
Campus.
So
Or the Kappa. How many are? Yeah, how many are?
maybe it
left?
is just one Kappa.
Well, there's that one. This
Well,
one.
what is he, a ninja?
This
Maybe.
one.
Believe it.
He could be that ninja. You never know. But yeah, you see as this, as the one that was already running away, sees you crush the other one, and it starts running away the other direction now. As it's like running
Crush.
against the window, and it's like, we've now got the
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
the other, yes. We've got the other one who's now doing the same idea, but just slowly going back towards you, not seeing you right away.
Looking behind. Just
Yeah, it's afraid of more what's like beside them than in front of them. The other one, let's see. The one in front of Gotcha is going to
be doing his shit still.
pretty much, yeah, it's gonna make a couple of attacks. Alright.
I'm curious, what are the actual stats on these things? Like, holy fuck.
I mean, you're basically one-shotting most of them.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There's just a lot of them. So you see as the one grabs its bat and just gets a quick hit on Gotcha's shins, and she's like, fuck, hopping on one leg. And then the other one is still confused by the laughing Hellion in front of it, and it's going to take another shot at it. It just goes through it again. Not fully grasping the concept of a hologram. Then, I believe we are back. Oh, actually, I gotta make one more save.
One more save. One save more.
So then we go to the Masquerade.
I'm
Hurt.
gonna move 1, 2, 3,
Offended as fuck.
and I will. Gotcha's there.
Gotcha
Oh.
can, as a reaction, just leave that spot.
Hey, Gotcha, disappear, please. And I'll
Dang. Gotcha,
throw
just go away.
another shrapnel bomb here.
Perfect. So roll. See how well you throw it. See, now you know why we were throwing catch. Working on this grenade throwing arm.
It's plus fighting.
Yes.
11.
Didn't really do much.
11.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say with an 11, it lands definitely closer to like this area. So Gotcha's definitely gonna see it land at her feet. And it's like, oh fuck! As she disappears just in time and lands. You can kind of go anywhere, which is cool. That's actually a great spot. She lands right in front of the other one,
Who was scared of her?
who was scared of her the first time. Yes. So now roll. Actually, no, I don't need that because I know the damage. So you see the bomb go off as this guy poofs into a coin, and then we've got the other one who barely gets out of the way, taking a piece of shrapnel into the leg, but not necessarily doing too much more.
His tiny little nub
His
of a
tiny
leg.
little nub of a leg, taking all the damage. And that is that for that. You moved, you did that, and you can still make a action with it right there. You can still shout at it.
I'll have
essentially.
him like jump and then land in the same spot and then yell at this guy. Do the
Try to. All right. So again, it's I believe it was a +3 to your intimidation. If you're now jumping like a crazy animal, screaming into this guy.
Treating Hellion like a cat.
8.
8. Again, you jump super high and it lands and it's like, ha, 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 and it
starts glitching out.
Yeah. It's just like, it looks like it's just repeating, even though it is doing what it thought it would do.
I see this happening. Which token is doing this again?
It's the last token of his.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I have a plan for my next move.
Clearly, you don't like the holograms.
If it was you, you would have already taken him out.
Oh yeah, no questions asked. No one copies my face.
I was afraid to do you because it couldn't make them move that fast. So that's why I did Hellion.
But you could have made it like
I
you
have
could have made,
taunts.
I'm just gonna say this. You could have made the hologram like blink out like it was moving somewhere fast. Would have fucked with people's heads.
just like turn off, turn back on.
Yeah.
I have taunt. You could insult the fuck out of them and make them.
You're confused.
Make
You
them
aren't-
feel
you aren't
bad
from
about
this world.
themselves. Make them feel bad about themselves. I'm confused about a lot. I'm fighting a turtle.
That's my turn.
I just got shot by a turtle.
I
It's
was
not to
shot
be-
by a turtle today.
I'll say, sorry, Hellion, it's not working great.
And with that, it's Hellion's turn.
I see like the I'm gonna run over to this turtle, grab it, and just toss it at the hologram. Stop doing that!
Alright, so make a grapple.
Okay, grapple. Fight, or is that a specific one? I don't know where grapple is.
I think it's one of your. It's strength.
Strength? Okay.
Yeah. We could make it athletics, but.
That is a 15.
That with your mods?
Plus 5, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Is that what it says there?
I'm trying to find it again.
It's on your front one. It would be strength, which is a 11 rings.
No, it is 11. Yeah, and I rolled a 4, so it's a 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, you easily grab him as his head's still tucked in. He's kind of running around aimlessly.
Yeah, and
so
I just
you grab that hole
and you
start
launch him.
chucking it. Now throw a attack roll.
You mean fighting?
Fighting, yes.
That is a 9.
I want this to happen.
Okay, yeah, then I'm going to use my 1 point to do a great effort and spend an effort point to get an effective 20 on a specific check. So
I really want to see this happen.
So yeah, you grab it and you throw it, and you see as it slides across, hits it, and once it hits it, a giant plume of smoke as an explosion happens as it hits the hologram. He spins on the ground there, and he's just like.
I have 3 more.
As it throws up.
I will find 3 more turtle people if you use those.
You're just gonna find them in your room tonight.
That's what a way to fuck with him.
I'll make Joseph in your room once I figure out who he is.
Yes, Mr. Smith.
You just
Hellion.
you make a copy of me in his room.
All right.
Just
So
calling
now
him
it's
a
got-
Only a copy that can't run away.
Yeah, it's just a copy that's just on repeat saying Lucy, hey Lucy, hey Lucy, or Merc just going hey Lucy, hey Lucy.
And then I walk into your room and punch you, and you're like, I'm not even doing anything. It's like, he used your face.
He used your face. You talked to him about it. So you see
What a
this
way to
gotcha
end
has
it.
just teleported there. Looks to the side and sees the turtle running at her, and she's like, "Hold on, lay down and don't move." And
Lay
she
down
tries
and
to
take
bend
it.
and rolls a natural 20.
Da-da-da-da.
And as she commands this turtle to just sit there, it looks up and it's just like, and pouts as it sits on its butt. As Gotcha will
You can't even fully say. It just kind of falls onto its butt.
As Gotcha will walk up to it and restrain him.
Put a collar on him. You're my pet now.
This sounds unethical.
I mean, it sounds like somebody's understanding who wants a pet at Starling City.
I think Highspeed's the pet after last night.
Hey! No.
Oh yeah, what happened? You hear Gotcha on the radio.
Gotcha comes on the radio like, hey, Highspeed, you didn't tell me what happened last night. I was shot 3 times. Can we talk about this later?
He doesn't have enough game.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so we're back to Highspeed.
Hellion, Hellion, please, can we jump Masquerade?
I'm still just like,
Are
are there any more tortoises?
The one I'm about to fucking kill.
Tortoise?
Yes. There's the 2 here, the one I'm about to restrain, and then the one that's incapacitated.
Okay.
I just want to take my baton and just smash it just as much as I can. I'll use my just beat the shit out of it. I use quick strike, so I just like
She said no. She said not to kill this. She specifically said no lethal force.
It doesn't matter. Is this what you want to do? Do you
I
want to beat the shit out of it, like police brutality?
You were in the military.
I use Fuck.
Yeah.
I use quick strike and I start playing it like a drum. I use both batons. I beat on top of it like a drum.
Okay. How many attacks do you get with multiple?
I think it
Do you have
was.
just one level
It's
of it?
it's multiple. So it's just yeah.
Where does it say it?
That doesn't say exactly.
Yeah, you get one extra attack with that.
Yeah. So I just
make 2 attack rolls, which automatically succeed because they're incapacitated.
yeah.
You whack, as you see now as it just as you're breaking bones. You're seeing
Does it
this
turn into a
weird-
coin yet?
No.
Fuck.
You see as it turns into like it's starting to bleed this color of
The one George is still alive is like, and the subtitles say, stop, he's already dead.
Police brutality, hero brutality, super brutality.
He was one day from retirement.
this was his last job. He was like, I just need this last one for my chemo treatment.
We cut to Mushroom Town, and it shows a little baby Koopa with a Mama Koopa and a little baby Koopa subtitles. Mom, when's Dad coming home? Soon, honey. This is his last job day, and then he's going straight.
Oh no!
And then Bowser shows up at her front door. Ma'am, I regret to inform you.
Yes.
He takes off a helmet. Just, I regret to inform you. Jesus Christ!
This is your doing.
I'm aware it's my
This
own
is
doing.
because of you.
I am aware.
All right. It's the Kappa's turns.
They don't have feelings. They're turtles.
All right. So, I'm going to steal from Legend of Adventurous because I love the idea. They do the hardcore. So everyone except for Highspeed, cover your eyes.
Oh no!
It's a death saving roll for the turtle.
Don't make me
As
do
you
this.
may now be realizing, he may be a real turtle. And
No shit, he's real.
and that all the others were just imagery.
Oh,
They
dear
weren't real.
God.
Okay, everyone else can open their eyes now.
What does this mean?
I think you know what it means. The villain in me just smiles at you for no reason. I did. Maybe we are more alike than I thought.
Highspeed. You see as this turtle's starting to just bleed out. It's like making a weird as pieces of like very viscous fluid is leaving these open wounds that you have.
I just realized there's a woman witnessing me doing this.
Yeah, actually.
She
definitely saw you just.
I thought we weren't playing the boys. I thought we said we weren't playing the boys in this game.
Does Gotcha notice?
Gotcha's on the
Gotcha can't
other
see.
side of the bank.
Mm,
She is the only one of you who can't see what's happening.
no, nobody can see what's happened to you, like what you're doing. You're in a different room.
Oh
You're in the vault area where like
Oh,
people
yeah.
would have their
No.
holding
Am I the
boxes
villain?
and stuff like that.
I think you are.
Am I the villain?
You're
Am
trying
I-
to turn into.
Am
one,
I the
see?
baddie?
Am I the villain in your history?
So that's.
I have a whole
so that's what's
musical
happening
segment
there.
with this turtle.
The turtle here, you just see it go, and it like faintly like hates that it's got handcuffs on its wrist, pouting, being all sad. The other one is currently just.
Getting eviscerated.
It's not even moving. The one that you threw at the hologram is just sitting there on its back,
He can't get up.
incapacitated as well.
He can't roll over.
And then you see the other one that Gotcha was just at look around and start running towards the vault.
Shit. I'm about to get jumped.
Whose turn is it now?
We With all the kappas done, we go to the masquerade. No. Yes.
You don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna move. Well, I see him going this way. I'm gonna
And you
move.
see the other one still
One,
on the grounding.
2, 3. Do I see what he's doing?
You just see him running right now.
But
You see
if
that
I
he
move,
has a
can
gun
I?
pulled out and he's aiming.
Mhm.
So you just assume that he's seen. You're assuming at this point, high speed.
Do I? Since I moved, can I see past whatever was here, or is it still?
Still
in
not yet. You have to literally be lined up where high speed is in order to see into that room. Because you have to essentially where you're at is like right where the.
But can we sense that something terrible is happening?
Can I
we just-
hear him going nuts? Can I hear
Oh.
the shell cracking?
Make a
Just a loud crack echoes through the bank.
Awareness 10.
You hear one. You heard one loud crack, and that was it.
That's probably high speed getting hurt.
It's giving me too much credit.
I will, because I know high
Too
speed's
low.
over here, but I don't know where he is. I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade here so that he can't shoot it.
Sure. Yeah. Make essentially a fighting roll at advantage because you're so close and you're gonna basically just lob it over the little table that you're in front of you.
Natural 20.
Perfect. Yeah. So
That's
you
two
throw it-
natural 20s for you
You just
tonight,
toss
right?
it up in the
I
air.
also had a natural 1, so it's.
Well,
It
balances
it's
out.
even
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So one natural 20.
Yeah, so you toss it, and it lands over, and it puffs and smoke, giving I believe it's like a 20-foot radius or cloud.
So, I don't know
smoke.
where to see the distance.
Usually, most of the time it says it in the description. I know in the book it says it more, but I'm pretty sure it's like a 20-foot cloud.
Okay.
'Cause I stole the idea for that from for Nightmare's ability.
Yeah, so I'll do that. And it'll be like maroon and sparkly.
Yeah, and it's the thickest cloud you've ever done.
And then I'll go on the
Sorry.
I'll go
like a chimney stack.
I'll go on the comm and say,
Flakeless.
"Are you okay, high speed? I heard a crack." Is he in a rage mode of murder?
I don't know if I feel like high speed may not realize what's fully happening. Make an intelligence check.
Oh, I think I would know, but
Make an intelligence check without your negative modifier, because I know that's more on technology.
That's a 16.
16. Yeah. So after your multiple strikes on it, you realize I don't think this one's gonna turn into a coin. High speed. You realize there's something else going on, maybe a power you don't know of, but this one's not gonna turn into a coin. You feel?
I swear I saw the other ones turn into coins.
Is that
Do
on
you
the
say that
comm?
out loud?
No, I kind of mumble that to
In his head,
myself.
he's like, they turned into coins. I swear.
I'm not crazy. I realize what I'm doing, and then I realize, oh shit, ma'am, are you okay? Covered in green blood on my hands.
But yeah, so we can go more into that on your turn as the masquerade asks. It's what's going on.
I don't respond.
You don't. Yeah, you.
It kinda
you don't.
pulled me
You're
out,
still.
but-
You're like you. At this point, you are realizing what's happening.
Great, I'm a monster.
We knew that.
Well, fuck you.
So everybody else kind of knew that.
I'm just,
So.
I'm glad you finally came in.
I'm just.
So is that all your
Even.
movement as
Yes.
well? Okay.
He hurt my shoulder. I killed him.
Perfect then.
You know, and I
So
was
then
trying
it
to.
would be Hellion's turn.
I am going to make my way over to this one. Can I close the distance between them?
You've got leap, so that would give you bonus movement, and it's a tall enough building, especially in this area, that you could make a full leap.
Okay, I leap right in front of him.
Yeah.
I grab him and I pick him up, and he's one of the ones that's incapacitated.
He's
right?
the one who's on his.
Yeah. So you automatically grab him.
Actually, no. If he's still on his back, I'm going to leap down in front of him, and then I do a mighty soccer kick into this one.
Awesome. So, yep, use the fighting?
Fighting. Okay. Nope. That's a 6.
With your fighting mod too? Or
Oh yeah. I rolled a 1.
strength?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a oh.
Oh wait.
Okay.
I had my strength too. Or
I'll say I would have, but if it's a 1, you fail.
okay.
We'll always go with ones that fail, but if you get like a 2, and with something like that, that would be like a strength.
Okay. So what I wanted to do, I couldn't do, but I land in front of him, and the hoof just goes. Yeah, the hoof just whiffs by him, and then I just look down at him, and I'm like, "Stay down!"
But yeah, as you kick him, it hits the counter in front, comes back and hits you in the shin as it goes past you.
Ah!
The hoof grazes it, which is enough to send it flying into the counter
With your
and back.
strength, even you just barely tapping it,
Yeah.
sent it flying, and it's ricocheting back at you as it's a green shell.
Oh shit! I didn't realize it was green.
All right, so that is Hellion's turn. Then
That
we
was
go
my turn.
to thank you. We go to Gotcha, who, let's see, she's gonna do a double check to make sure that her restraints worked, and she realizes that they fell off. So she just grabs it and starts pulling it behind her, and it's like, all right, well, I've got this one. I'm gonna take it back to Beast Mistress later, so I'll be back. And she disappears.
Oh, great! She's leaving
it.
us behind. Leaving us
Do I
behind.
see her take it?
No, she leaves it there,
Oh, okay.
and she just disappears.
She kind of leaves it upside down.
Yeah,
She puts it on its shell so it just can't move.
exactly.
What a dick!
Baby mama's it, you know.
What a dick! I thought I was evil for cracking a shell.
You are evil
She
for
left
cracking
it
a
upside
shell.
down. I am not evil.
Debatable.
Brutal. Yes.
Now
A
we go
cat.
to
We're heroes.
Highspeed. You see this tiny turtle bleeding out in front of you now, gasping for air.
I just wanted some coins.
The only thing it said in English this entire time. Shit. God, just gonna be pissed.
And the other teller lady's right there. She's just like,
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
how much to make you forget this happened? We are in a bed.
Make a presence check at disadvantage.
I mean,
As you just witnessed
she can clearly
hero
see.
brutality.
17 and then an 8.
Yeah, she looks over at you, shaking, looks back at the turtle, shaking more, and just doesn't respond. And she just focused on the turtle now.
Please, don't tell anyone.
This is how a villain story starts.
Please don't tell anyone.
We're gonna have to get hero cams on her.
Yeah, oh Jesus. Oh, what if our comms already have cams on them?
I don't know what that does.
Moon is just sitting in his office watching this going,
These fucking
I
idiots.
thought he was the one.
There's something funny about that. I'll explain later. But how?
Okay.
I try to persuade her. Just like, this is.
Well, you failed that. Because she's now, like I said, just focused on the turtle. She's staring at it as it's near death.
I kind of push it to the side a little bit. I grab her and I run her outside the building.
Ma'am, how could you do that to that turtle?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you beat the shit out of it. Why? I'm running outside.
Make a grapple to grab her.
I had advantage, right? Because I am improved grab.
What does improved grab say? Does it say anything?
That just
other than
makes grab.
you
Oh, grab
one
attacks with one arm.
Right.
So no.
So no.
15. Do I add anything to that?
It would be your strength.
3. So 17.
So
Or
yeah,
not 17,
you
18.
grab her and pick her up, and you start making your way out. You've got 60 movement. You gotta do 30 to get out of that room.
So I'm out. And then
actually one more. Sorry. Yeah. So now you're officially at the like out of that room, and you can now either jump over the thing and go back towards the main entrance lobby, and you now have I think 4 more tiles you can move. So you'd have to jump over. So.
Can I just go through the security room still?
No, because that's over. You would have to go through the entrance lobby.
Oh,
in
so
order to
either
get
way.
to that.
So I jump over it then.
Yeah, and then you can do I think like 2 more from there, right?
Yeah. All right, so I start making my way out then.
Perfect.
There's just a turtle corpse in there. Don't mind that.
I was there when I got there. I swear to God.
I'm trying to make it obvious to my teammates, like the turtle was beat to death by this woman. She's in shock because of it.
This is going to affect you being a hero so much.
Do I
I'm
believe
aware.
that?
Did you really say all this as you ran past?
I make it like, hey, there's a corpse in there. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not putting the blame on her, but I'm not putting the blame on me either.
I mean, who else is to blame?
Yeah. I mean,
God.
Gotcha's gone.
It's a god.
Gotcha's God.
No, Munion's god.
All right. So.
Or I assume so.
Hey.
No, it was the cat. The giant cat from the sky came and killed it.
So. All right. So, as you are leaving, you see that these 2 disappear, turn into coins.
I'm gonna take the coins for my own purposes.
Yeah. So there's just 1 remaining. He's not necessarily fighting at this point. He gives up, and we are out of combat.
Can you turn into a coin?
As it tries to say no. I'm not a coin.
Oh.
If you take her out, she's safe.
So I'll just take the other ones that fell.
Yeah, you pick up all those coins easily.
Oh, and then I look at the turtle corpse. I forgot about that.
Is the turtle corpse there, or did it disappear with the other 2?
Audio?
Double M, please. What did you say?
So who enters that? Is the masquerade the only one who enters that room at that time?
I probably follow suit, but I don't follow right in. I'm probably
Okay.
just like.
So yeah, masquerade. You see laying on the floor in a pile of weird green, mucusy stuff, a turtle. No longer making any noises, laying there lifeless.
Oh, so it's completely dead now. Or is there
Based
still...
on your visual observation, it does appear to be dead.
Hey, Gotcha, can you come here, like, immediately?
I poke my head in there and I just see it. I'm like, huh, that's weird. The other one's vanished.
Hey, Highspeed, what happened?
All but 2 vanished.
I run in the room.
I'm just saying once they're killed, you
Do we need to cover this up?
Once they were defeated, they were.
I don't know. The women saw me beat it. I thought I was doing the right thing because, well, you know. The other ones turned into coins.
Okay, but why did you keep beating it?
Because it wasn't turning into a coin. I thought I was doing something wrong.
For the first time today, Hellion smiles. Like, truly smiles.
I thought I was doing it.
Maybe we are similar, Highspeed. Maybe there's just a bad guy inside of you waiting to come out and viciously murder a poor innocent turtle man.
Did I tell you he tried to murder a guard?
Really?
That was
2 for 2, huh?
That was an accident, okay?
So was this. It's still murder.
It's
Heard of
accidental. murder.
accidental manslaughter?
Oh, this is great.
Well,
This
no,
is
because back
great.
where I come from, you kill anyone who's trying to cause you harm. It's called war. It's called combat. That's how it works back home. You don't take your...
We are not at war. We're supposed to be keeping the peace. We're supposed to be, big giant air quotes, better. Or at
here's
least
the
you
thing.
two are.
Well, here's the thing. That is better. Making sure they don't harm anyone else, that's keeping the world better.
I get it.
Wouldn't you agree, Masquerade? Keeping the villains and the people causing harm away from those who they are trying to cause harm.
As
Hey,
a
you
last
never try to
res-
explain this to me.
I'm not
You have
explaining.
to-
I'm not explaining to you.
Exactly.
I
You better save your explaining for the heroes who are leading our team. The heroes that put our trust in us.
As a last resort, I get it. But he's a turtle.
one who shot me.
Gotcha.
I have bullet
There's
holes.
someone dying. Can you hurry up?
I think he's already dead.
Well, we can pretend to try. I'll drop my call. We can pretend to try.
Pretend to try. I mean, sorry, gotcha.
We're gonna definitely try.
Here, gotcha on comments like, do they even have a pulse?
It's a turtle.
I'm on my way back from the tower, but
It's a fucking turtle. How do you check its pulse?
I'll try to check the turtle's pulse, but I'm not that kind of doctor.
so yeah, as you say that, you go down to check it, make a intelligence check.
Actually, there is a way that I think I can tell if
Yes.
I can tell if it's still. Yeah, it's just a mess. It's just a giant
so
pulsating
here's what
mess.
happened. You go down, you grab the arm, and you're just like, no, I don't feel anything. And then you lift up the arm, and it's not attached to anything. You're like, wait, I gotta try this again.
I want to use my demonic senses. I want to see if this creature still has a soul.
Okay,
What would that be under perception?
that would be, and that's a power you have, right?
I think I think it's under my the devil's luck. No, that's what I'm let me see, supernatural. Oh dang! I would think that the fire and the blood senses would add something to it, don't you think?
I would say that yeah, you would probably be able to sense
And if so, we
if
can.
you could sense a life force, if
Mhm.
anything. Yeah, for sure. So just, yeah, roll your perception
It's an 8 plus.
or awareness.
That's a 16.
16. Yeah, you look again and
My eyes
you don't
shimmer.
see anything left there. You see essentially the empty shell, and you kind of see what in your mind looks like a yellowy essence, but you know that to be more like just a explosive power than a soul or anything.
Nah, this thing's dead. This thing is dead. Click. Yeah, we got a dead turtle man back here. Highspeed went to town.
I didn't mean to. I swear. Blind rage. I promise.
Gotcha on the phone. It's like, did anybody see this, or like, are we in the clear, or do we have like bad publicity coming your way?
Only one. The woman who was in here getting chased by it.
Do we need to kill her?
No!
Well,
No.
you like killing other people.
No, we
That
don't
wasn't
need-
even a person. That's a turtle.
Killing's not going to solve this problem. Killing caused the problem, not going to solve it.
Hey, well, that all depends. I just don't think you guys are willing to solve the problem that way.
Well-
Exactly. I agree with Hellion.
We have ways of erasing memory. My dad.
This is
Very good at it.
devious. This is devious. I guess. You know what? I'm glad I'm here. New supervillain team. Yeah.
My
Wouldn't your
parents
braces
change
glow at that
memories
age?
all the time.
I don't know. Would they be reacting? I mean, I'm just reveling in it. I'm not actually causing it to happen.
True.
I'm just.
You are kind of stirring the pot, though.
Truth be told, I'm just happy to like see
He's
you
just witnessing.
squirm. I just love watching someone who's like, I am a good person. I meant to do well. And I'm just like, adding like, yeah, here's some bad luck pepper. Enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, because I perfectly agree. Like, we should be killing bad guys.
And as you guys are having this conversation, you hear a explosion from the offices of